All right, it is 9 a.m. Monday, March 14th, 2022. The markets have opened up pretty much flat here this morning, kind of boring, as we continue to watch the events in Ukraine and as we await the Federal Reserve this week making a decision on interest rates and monetary policy. All right, I got a number of things here for you this morning before we get started. Number one, this week, Thursday, is our next capital markets update and outlook call. This is your opportunity to kind of look over our shoulders, see what we're seeing in the markets and the economy, and for you to find out what we think is ahead. We'll cover the positives in the world, the headwinds, both the real and the potential, and again, kind of where we see things going from here. So if you have any questions about where we think things are headed, this would be a great event for you to be on. If you attend live, we invite you during that call to bring your questions. We would love to go over those with you. If you prefer, you're also welcome to send any questions that you have ahead of time. Just send them to my email, eric@investwithccg.com, and I'll be sure to bring them up during the call. And as always, you can go to the events page on our website to RSVP. Number two, next week, we have another client appreciation event. We've been able to get CNBC senior analyst and commentator Ron Insana to join us. Ron continues to be a voice of economic reason. During his message, he will help us take a look at current events through the lens of economic history. This is a very special event that you can't get anywhere else, so we hope that you do take advantage of it and join us. For details and to RSVP, again, please visit the events page on our website. Last week, and this is third, last week I was live on Facebook and YouTube discussing the war in Ukraine. And more specifically, I looked at some data regarding how past events impacted the markets. Whenever we have a market shock event like the one that's currently occurring in Ukraine, it can be helpful to look at previous events to give us some context and to kind of help us set some expectations for what will happen in the markets moving forward. The recording for this event is available from this presentation is available on our website under the education page on our site again, and that's www.investwithccg.com. And then fourth, I also gave a brand new presentation last week titled How Tax Planning Changes Through 4 Stages of Retirement. Over almost 20 years in this business, I've found that people often pay more in taxes than expected because a confusing system treats various income types differently and contains hidden taxes and penalties. In retirement, your tax rate may vary widely over the years based on the timing and order in which you use different sources of money to pay for your living expenses. You want to apply the tax code in an organized and efficient way. In this presentation, I showed what's involved in creating an overall retirement tax strategy. If you would like to view the recording, it is also now available on our website as well. All right, that is all that I have for the housekeeping items here this morning. I will put links to each of these in our weekly email later on today as well, so watch for that. And with that, I will play the intro, and then we will take a closer look at what happened last week in the market. Life is too short to worry about what the next headline could do to your life savings. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan, and I keep my thumb on the pulse of the economy and the markets so my clients can focus on the things that are actually important to them. Thank you for joining me the next few minutes on today's weekly economic video update. Intensifying hostilities in Ukraine continued to unsettle markets last week as investors grappled with the war's impact on the global economies. The Dow Jones Industrials Average lost 1.99%, while the Standard & Poor's 500 dropped 2.88%. The NASDAQ Composite Index fell 3.53% for the week, and the MSCI EV Index, which tracks developed overseas stock markets, gained 0.9%. Overall, markets gyrated last week as Russia escalated its attacks on Ukraine. The U.S. banned imports of Russian oil, and more companies announced the suspension of business in Russia. Eastern Europe has added complexity to the Fed's plans for raising interest rates to manage accelerating inflation, which has been exacerbated by a sharp rise in energy and other commodity prices. The stock market saw brief moments of respite. Stocks rallied Tuesday on a news report that Ukraine would promise not to pursue NATO membership, but lost momentum before the close. Stocks rallied on Wednesday as oil prices tumbled, but were unable to follow through on Thursday and then faded further into Friday's close. Have you noticed the prices of things going up? Of course you have, right? Consumer prices rose 0.8% in February as energy and commodity prices pushed higher. This latest monthly report showed a year-over-year inflation rate of 7.9%, the highest level since January of 1982. Excluding the more volatile food and energy prices, the 12-month increase was 6.4%, a slight bump from last month's 6% year-over-year increase. Many economists hoped that inflation pressures would ease, but February's inflation numbers suggested that the impact of sanctions and supply chain disruptions due to the invasion of Ukraine may likely feed further price increases for the foreseeable future. All right, that is it for this week's summary. Thank you for staying until the end today. I do have another riddle for you. Remember, if you're the first person to post the correct answer down below this video, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, then we will send you a gift card for coffee on us. Sound good? All right, so here is today's riddle. You are at sea. It is mid-July, and your ship has reached a unique spot on Earth. If you sail north, it will be summer. If you sail south, it will be winter. If you sail east, it will be Friday. But if you sail west, it will be Saturday. Precisely where in the world are you? And this week, I'm going to give you a hint. Your ship is in the Pacific Ocean near the island nation of Kiribati. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly. It's Kiribati. Again, be the first person to put the correct answer down below this video on either Facebook or on YouTube, and we will send you a gift card for coffee on us. And then lastly, later on today, I will be sending out our full economic update and links to this week's capital markets update call, next week's event with Ron and Sana, as well as the recordings for both of the presentations I did last week. The one looking at Ukraine and what has happened with past market shock events, as well as the taxes presentation for those of you in or near retirement. If you're not getting this email and you would like it, you may subscribe at our website, www.investwithccg.com. Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here at Capital Consulting Group, we provide personal wealth planning and fiduciary investment management solutions for individuals, couples, and families. To learn how to see your entire financial situation, both today as well as every year into the future, go to clearfinancialfuture.com and watch the short 2-minute video. To learn how we give our clients' life savings the attention it deserves and to see how we're doing, visit smartmixportfolios.com. And lastly, if you'd like help investing your 401k at work, visit me over at 401kinvestmentpros.com. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.